Hey, how's it going, guys? Ancient Rune here, back with another Palworld video, and today I'll be going over the best base pals in Palworld. Now, pals being optimized in your base is very important, as a lot of stuff can be very grindy, and this makes it a lot more feasible to get those items and not take a long time. The difference between tiers of work suitability with like level 4 kindling, level 5 kindling is a big amount that I've found, and that just goes with all of them. So getting those max ones is very important. Now, one thing is we're not going over hybrid skills. I'm just going over the pals that have like the best of a specific skill. And then we're also not accounting for the new workbook stuff because they're just super hard to get right now, so it's not worth mentioning at this moment. Now, if they become a lot easier to get, then maybe I'll make a new video, because some may become better based on their work speed and their typing, but for now that is not being mentioned. So the first thing you're gonna want to make sure you do is upgrade your pals tier as high as possible, because once you get it to these 4 stars, it will upgrade every single one of those levels. And then you also want to make sure you get work speed, as well as possibly nocturnal or vampiric. So the work speed skills you're going to want to work with is remarkable craftsmanship, with a 75% work speed, artisan, which is 50% work speed, work slave, which is 30% work speed, and then serious, which is 20% work speed. Now, because I have a dark type, they do not sleep at night, so they will continue working. But if you don't have a dark type, then you're going to want nocturnal or vampiric, where they both do not make the pals not sleep, and they will continue to work at night, making this extremely useful and a lot more effective than getting another work speed passive. And then you will also want to go over and enhance pal souls to get your work speed up to max on this level, and it will be even better. So first off, I'll go over mining. We have Astragon. It has level 5 mining at max, as well as being dark type, and the other pals that can get level 5 mining are not dark type, meaning that this is just a lot better because we get that extra work speed. Doesn't mean the other ones don't work, but this is going to be much better here. Then we have Celeste here with this Feybreak update. This is the first pal to have level 5 lumbering at max, making this an exceptional pal and undisputed best lumbering pal. And you'll see here, since it's not dark type, we have the nocturnal. Then we have Blazemut Ryu. We are using this for the kindling. Now, Jormuntide Ignis does have level 5 kindling as well, but it also is really big, especially the alpha version, making it really difficult with bases. So it's a lot better to go Blazemut Ryu. Even if it did have better work speed for Jormuntide Ignis, I would still go Blazemut Ryu just because of the size is always super annoying. Then same thing, because of Jormuntide Ignis, we have the Jormuntide replacement, which is Polaris, which has level 5 watering. This is the only other watering pal that it can go to level 5, so this is really good and just a lot smaller, making it so much better than Jormuntide. Then for planting, we have Liveline, as this has level 5 planting and the only pal with it. Then we have Stallion Nuct, which has the level 5 gathering, and the only pal that's able to get level 5 gathering as well, making it again undisputed, as well as being dark type. Then we have Bella Noir with the level 5 medicine production, making it exceptionally well for medicine. This is one of those where you only really need to bring into your base when you're doing medicine stuff, otherwise it's not worth it. Then we have Nocklum for transporting. It has level 5 transporting, as well as just having pretty good transport speed. Now, I've heard that Polaris and Polaris Aqua can be competitive. It's one less transporting tier, but it's more transporting speed, but I would go Nocklum here. Now, I know I have some pal souls into this, but you do not need work speed up here with the pal souls, nor at the bottom, as work speed at this time does not affect transporting, so you'll want to go movement speed stuff as well as nocturnal. So I have legend for that 15%, Swift for 30%, and Runner for 20%. And then the Nocturnal. I'd probably make sure you get Swift and Nocturnal, then Runner. If you don't have like an unrateable base, then Legend could be nice, but usually you're able to control that. Then for cooling, we have Frost Stallion. Now Bastigor also has cooling, and in my opinion, has much funnier animation, but Frost Stallion has better work speed, making Frost Stallion the better option here compared to Bastigor. And then for electricity, we have either Azurmane or Orzhok. Now, Orzhok has been around a lot longer than Azurmane, so I'm sure plenty of people have that. But if you're new, then Azurmane is also an option for generating electricity, as they both have the same work speed as you can see, as well as both having level 5 electricity. Then for work speed, you can either use Flat Arena or Celine, as Celine got buffed to get level 4 work speed, which goes up to level 5, making it very good, as well as Flat Arena, and they're both dark types, so they both have that advantage. So you can use either one. All right, and then we have these extra base pals like Lalu, which increases the growth rate of crops. We have Prunelia, which increases the amount of crops you harvest. And then you have Shroomer/Shroomer Knock, which slows the rate at which sanity decreases at your base. Now, I would go Shroomer Knocked here just because he doesn't sleep, and then Prunelia is already dark type. I don't know if these effects turn off when they're sleeping, but just in case, why not? And then Lulu, I'm probably gonna get a Nocturnal passive on here, but you'll notice that we don't have work speed passives down here. That is because work speed passives do not, or work speed in general, does not boost the partner skills, so they are irrelevant. So we just go quality of life stuff with the pals. So that means like the only important thing is making sure they're max stars. I have some pals in it, but that was before I realized work speed doesn't affect it, so you can ignore that. But I have Heart of the Movable King, which is plus 20% slower sanity drop. Then we have Master of Fasting, which is decreases hunger by 20%, or makes hunger decrease 20% slower. And then we have Diet Lover, hunger decreases plus 15% slower. And then Workaholic, sanity drops plus 15% slower, just making them hang out longer. I don't know how much that affects it. And then we have Ranch Pals, which I will say work with work speed. Now, this used to not be the case, but it did change in a specific update, so work speed is wanted, as well as getting Nocturnal on them, so they'll stay in their ranch and keep doing their thing. Now, I don't have every single one on here. I have a separate video talking about how insanely good ranch pals are and ranches in general, but the main ones I keep are Kelpsea, Doomend, and Sootsseer. I may end up throwing another Doomend in my base just because having all that is just so good right now with how much circuit boards I need for all my bases. But these are the main three I personally like to keep, but there's plenty more you can use. That is it for the video. If I missed any, make sure to comment down below so I can find more and others can as well. And maybe we can see like what's really the best. If you've got suggestions for hybrid pals, let me know as well. I haven't really researched much into that, but I think having a list of hybrid pals would be really good to mention in a future video. And make sure to like this video if you found it helpful, and subscribe to the channel for more Palworld content. And I will see you guys next time. Peace.